All right, got the Google Hangout set up. Facebook should be starting now. Oh, perfect. Good. Facebook is starting. Let me turn my speaker down. Booyah. Hey, everybody. It's Lewis Porter Jr. I'm here with, of course, another fantastic episode of Transparency Agenda. It is September 20th, Tuesday. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for 10 o'clock to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. With the whole new Ghost Rider thing. I got to admit, I'm kind of interested, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do it, but it sounds interesting at least. So I'm interested in that way at a minimum. So that's kind of cool. I guess, well, you saw the topics. I know you know what we're talking about. You know what? Let's talk about the big notice I just put out recently. I mean, recently, like an hour or so ago. It looks like Eric Mono is going to be kind enough to actually be on the show this Friday. We're still actually solidifying the time, so I can't give the time yet. But it'll be this Friday. It's going to be through our YouTube channel, not our Facebook. We'll, of course, promote it on Facebook. But this will actually be specifically at YouTube, on our YouTube channel. There'll be links, of course, in this for the event. I should actually write it in, so I guess I'm going to be talking about it. I should write about it, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of important. So yeah, so Eric's going to be here. It's going to be very, very interesting. We're going to be talking comics. That's going to be the main focus. I know a lot of you are like, what? Comics? Yes, we'll be talking comics. Because let's just be honest. He always talks about RPG stuff. That's not the fun stuff. That's about comics. That's about something cool. He doesn't get comics all the time. Hey, I like to say, Jeff, let's talk about something, I'm sure he's been talking about Pathfinder for a very long time. Let's talk some comics. Let's talk some good stuff. Let's talk about the interesting stuff. And of course, we'll talk about some Pathfinder. I'm going to be asking some questions, of course. But, it's not going to be like an hour of Pathfinder. I mean, there's tons and tons of people doing that same old thing. And I definitely don't want to do that. I'm not that kind of interviewer. I want something interesting. Hey, Robert, what's going on? I want something fun and something different. And some people go, ooh, that was kind of cool. I really enjoyed that. That's how I just feel like that way. It will make me happy. I like to be happy. What can I say? So, with that being said, we talked about that. Should we just dive into RPG now? Hey, John. Hey, Jacob. Yes, Jacob. We will be possibly trying to find some stuff about Starfinder. Let's not kid anybody. We all know that is the most interesting thing that we're all thinking about, but you can't attack with that one first. See, subtle. That is my middle name. Hey, Scott. What's going on? So, tonight, RPG Now. Now, I'm going to say some things that people are going to see controversial. Some people are going to be like surprised. I'm going to tell some old school stories about RPG Now because, I've been on for so long. I have been on RPG Now. This is how crazy it sounds. I've been on RPG Now since 2001. So if you're thinking about that, that's, 15 plus years. And let me put it in real perspective for you. When I was on RPG Now, I was on before Monty Cook was on. I was on before, I'm guessing 99.9% of the people were on. When I got on, it was pretty barren, and there wasn't a lot of people doing it. So let me rewind a little bit. So when I got on RPG Now, my biggest thing going on was that I was working on Haven City of Violence. It had already come out, and I was selling small little PDFs of it from my website. I was barely making any kind of money. I didn't think anyone was noticing. I didn't even think anyone cared about it. And it's like, you just keep pushing it out because you're hoping someone will see something interesting. And then I heard about this site that people were selling PDFs on. And it sounded crazy. It's like, what? They're selling PDFs that you can get money from? And yeah. And back then, let me tell you how long ago it was to put it in real perspective. If I remember correctly, I think RPG Now's cut back then was maybe 15 or 20%. It must have been 15%. It must have been like 15%. It was that small. I mean, it was that long ago. It was that small. And that first year, I'll never forget. It's amazing everything that happened that year. I got on the site. I put everything I had for sale. I had a couple Haven City of Violence books, and then I did like maps, our map book, our modern day maps, which is one of the funniest, longest stories you'll ever hear. Because at that time, I mean, the only art I had was all black and white. and I gotten some stuff from Jason Walton. Actually, I'll put Jason's name in here as a contact. Jason Walton did all of the original artwork. Hey, Pop. My father's online, everybody. Jason Walton did some of the first, actually all the artwork for the original Haven City of Balance book, which I can. All the artwork except for the cover and the comic book inside. But every, let me flip this around. You can see every piece of art in this book, every black and white piece of art, you know, Jason Walton did. And you know, this is my first ever publishing by myself, not knowing anything, you know, and I've been involved in publishing. Wow, you might look at it now, how expensive it is. What was I thinking? Yeah. This book, hello, Miss Cooper. This book was a real experiment in a lot of different things. I mean, design, publishing, and you know, this is back in 2000. This is 2000, and it's funny because I look at this book, and if anybody knows I have a personal statement in this book, and if you ever get it, read the personal statement. This is the only really interesting thing that I think is still valid today. But it's also kind of interesting because if you don't know anything about me, well, if you know a little bit about me, everybody knows I was married. My wife passed away to cancer. I make a reference to my wife at the time we were dating in here. So it's hilarious when I think about it. That, okay, here it is. It goes, I'm currently employed a graphic designer at a large international corporation in Florida. I'm dating a girl of Trinidad descent who received her master's degree in psychology and family therapy. So it's very funny that my wife-to-be at the time, which I did not know, but I kind of figured, would wind up in the book that I wrote, the first one. But I digress. So Jason did a lot of work for me, so we started making these little maps, and we made these maps, and we were selling these maps. And the first month, I think we did like $20 in sales, and I was like, $20! Oh, awesome! You know, because I didn't think, on my own site, we'd make $20 in like 4 or 5 months. So $20 in the first, I was like, this is awesome, man. Oh my God, you can make money on this. This is crazy. So from there, next month we made like, I think we made like $50. And that was like the turning point for me mentally, because I was like, oh my God, you can actually make money on this. Maybe I could make, and this is how big, this tells you how late it was. Maybe I could make like an extra $250 a month on this thing. Oh, this could be awesome. So that was my mindset back then. And at the point, RPG Now was still very, very raw, still very new. And, you know, still weren't a lot of people coming to it. And a lot of people weren't coming to it. And it really didn't change until, and at the point, I think the OGL was out or was coming out or hadn't come out. It's like somewhere around there. And then the OGL came out, and that changed everything. I mean, that changed everything on the site. And, you know, I always said two of the big players that came in, like really the virtually the same time I did, one was Gareth Skarka from Adamant Entertainment, and the other was Phil Reed from, at the time, Ronin Arts, but now Steve is the, I think he's the president or the chief operations guy at Steve Jackson Games. So basically the three of us, you know, just renegades. I mean, we're talking old school, anything goes. We didn't actually have any rules. I mean, the only rule that was actually kind of in play at the time was that if you're going to buy something at RPG Now, it costs $5 to check out. And that was the thing. And so all of us got kind of in our minds of, okay, all of our products cost $5 just so people could check out, because that was the thing. And, you know, it's going to sound stupid now when I say it, and I've said it before in several of the videos, and people think it's funny, but it wasn't funny at the time. We didn't even think of the concept of, like, you know, making smaller products for cheaper prices and selling them, because in our head it was like, oh, $5. That's what, you know, we got to make products that cost $5 so people can basically sell them. And then, you know, I've said it millions of times, Phil Reed put out like one of the first products that was like, you know, $1.25. And then it like hit all of us. I mean, you know, at that point it was like, you know, mid 2000, about 2001s. And it all like hit us like, oh, we don't have to make every product huge. We can make small products. They buy them and eventually they'll get enough together. They'll sell them. They'll cash out for $5. Like, oh my God, it's genius. Hey, Steven, what's going on? So, and that was like a big thing. I mean, people, you know, everyone laughs about that, but it's like, you really don't understand how like game changing that was for a lot of us. Because, you know, I know for myself, I was like, oh, okay, I got to put this really huge book and it's got to have all this stuff and da-da-da, so just so I can put it out. And that's how we were thinking. And then the second it became, oh, we can make smaller versions of stuff. Oh, we can break stuff down to it's tiny, and that changed everything. So we went from, having to do all these big books and stuff like that to make small stuff. And then at the same time this is going on, 3.0 starts taking off. OGL starts really taking off. So people start doing stuff, and people just started trying all kinds of cool things. And then we're talking, well, that's going on. Mutants and Masterminds came out. Now I could talk about this. Is what I remember for myself, because this is where the money really changed up. In 2000, I gotta get this right. In 2000, by the end of 2001, but the sales were going so good, I was making like $100 a month, which was like, that's good money. That was pretty impressive. Then Masterminds came out, and I started supporting that. And I started really taking an aggressive approach to getting product out, getting stuff out, and promoting it. And from 2001 to 2002, I remember this. Oh, did I mess the dates up already? I think I did. I think it was in the 2002. I was getting like $100 a month. That's what I'm sorry. I might messed the story up. By the end of 2003, I quadrupled my money generation on that. I was doing about $400 a month in a year. We quadruple sales 400% in a month. In a year. That was amazing. And that point was like, wow, that's amazing. And at that point, I was really doing like not really a lot of D&D and not a lot of like that stuff. I was doing more Mutants and Masterminds and some independent stuff. And still hadn't really crossed in the 3.5. And 2004 is where I really like pulled over into more OGL and doing that kind of stuff. And at the same time this is going on, funny enough, someone I think this is when the big implosion happened at Ossium. If you don't know what Ossium is, let me see if I can still put some stuff on this. I use the word Ossium, and people are like, "What's Ossium?" If you don't know what Ossium was, that means you weren't a publisher in the early years. Ossium was a company that did distribution and fulfillment. I can't even remember their name anymore. They really almost destroyed several companies. And I mean that not in like in the nicest way. I mean, they almost a lot of people don't know, they almost took down Green Ronin. So yeah, if you ever want to read an interesting story, find about that. That was crazy. I mean, Ossium, man, Ossium really almost killed them. It almost killed them. Almost killed a lot of companies. Well, while this was going on, they were carrying my books at the same time too. They were also getting into Ossium was a middleman that small publishers like us could work with that would get us into big distribution like Alliance and basically everybody at the time that you get your product out. They would promote it, sell it, and then take a cut and then send you the money. Well, Ossium kind of screwed over Green Ronin by the first print run of that book. They basically didn't send them any of the money from the first print run. That's why Green Ronin had a second print run of them. And this was going on. They stole a bunch of money. It did not turn out good. That being said, my product got moved and got they had a bunch of my products before they were imploding and went under. They moved my product from where they were to Marcus King down. I forgot, it was down south somewhere. I can't remember anymore. He bought it dime on dollar just for me to get some money back. So he said, "Okay, I'll pay you. Hey, Miss Collins, I'll pay you, but I'm gonna pay you like $100 a week. So I just keep sending you $100 a week." Yeah, Thomas, it was crazy. You can't imagine what it's like to be there. I said, if you want to see an interesting story, just ask guys ask Green Ronin, ask the guys at Print on Concepts about Ossium and what happened back then. I mean, it was crazy back then. So I was getting paid this $100 a week. So I was using this money I was getting every week for $100 to buy writers to do products for me. So it was kind of like a win-win. And it was something crazy. It's like I got a year and a half or like 60 or 70 weeks. I think it was maybe 60 weeks worth of payments to cover stuff. So while this is going on, I'm just basically getting product out. I'm getting this $100 in. I'm hiring guys. I'm doing like 2 or 3 products a week, packaging it, putting it out, and we're just like growing at a great rate. The funny part about all this going on, so like I told you before, we went from $100 to $400 in 2003. By the end of 2004, we were selling roughly about $1,600 a month. And that was the golden age. I mean, it couldn't have gotten better. I tell people I bought my first car I ever bought in my entire life. I bought with the money I made on PDFs. That's how big it was at the time, because it wasn't really, the 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 PDF market was big and it was still new, and the fans were growing and growing and growing. It became a very natural thing, and people liked it. But people didn't consider what we were doing to be legitimate publishing, because we weren't in stores and stuff like that. And I was like, screw stores. What do I need stores from? I'm making a bunch of money. I don't have to. I didn't need to freaking get in the store. And I've kind of kept that attitude to this today. So that's a very weird thing. RPG Now has made it possible to do. Without RPG Now, I wouldn't have a business. I wouldn't have been doing this for 16 years. I wouldn't have been involved. I wouldn't be known in the industry without RPG Now. My relationship with them has been positive and negative. As you all know, I was kicked out of off RPG Now. I got in a huge, messy public fight between me, Phil Reed, and Gareth, and they backed them and they told me, you're out. And for 10 months, I was out. And at the time, it was kind of cool. Drive-through had come up, and they were still like very, very small. While RPG Now was the big beast in the room, and it was I lost at least 85% of my sales like overnight. So I was like, yay, boy. So that was not good. That was not a good feeling. And I was off for like 10 months. And I didn't tell a lot of people. A lot of people didn't know. I'd lost so much in sales. I wasn't doing very well. I was very upset at the whole situation. And I got to a point where I was like, oh, I'm going to be out of this industry. I can't stand anymore. This is garbage. And I was really planning to leave. But I was like, well, I'm still making money, so I'll just keep waiting and we'll see what happens. And if something good happens, it happens. So what happened, the best thing that happened is that Drive-Thru bought RPG Now. And that was a really weird moment too, because and I mentioned this on many other podcasts, but I think it always needs to be reiterated. I was in bad shape. Phil Reed and Gareth are doing very, very well on site, selling, doing very well. But when the site got sold, at that time, I think we were. I know for myself, the cut that was they were taking was like 25%. When Drive-Thru bought RPG Now, Phil Reed made this huge hoopla of what's going on, and this is total garbage. This shouldn't be done this way. Oh no, da, da, da. And it was this really big thing. I couldn't, and while I was going through it, I couldn't figure out why he was so upset, because they said, okay, we're going to be changing the margins. The margins going to go from 25% to 35%. And that's where they've been, now with 35% if you're not exclusive, 30 if you are. And that's how they basically structured it, which is, and at the time I was like, okay, 10% more. Well, I don't like it, but I know how well they sell, so not a big issue. But Phil went on a whole big tirade about it. And like, oh, it's garbage, and I'm going to start my own service, and I'm going to do my own thing. And he basically broke away. And something a friend of mine was telling me for the longest time, but I didn't believe him. And the guy's a genius. He knew better than me. Rob, you're always a genius. You know that. Rob kept saying, dude, there's nothing there for Phil. Phil has nothing. There's nothing there for him. He doesn't have like a campaign setting. He's making little products and just putting them out. Doesn't have a campaign setting. Doesn't have a real, has a fan base, but not a huge fan base. They're buying his products because he's putting out small things they could use. But it wasn't like a huge fan base. And like there was no IP he was developing. It was just stuff, just making stuff. And that's another issue I've always told people. Make an IP, don't make stuff. So this is going on, and this is like just going on. And this thing happens, and he goes, like I said, he goes ballistic over it. And then it took me a while for me to figure out in my own head. I'm like, oh, I get it now. While the rest of us were paying probably like 25%, I'm guessing, and this is all a guess. I've never proven this, but I have in the back of my head. I think Phil had worked out a deal with the guys at RPG Now where he was paying like 10 or 15%. But at one point, he was a very huge draw. Phil was probably in the top, 5 publishers and drawing a lot of stuff just by the stuff he was doing. So I mean, he was influential. And when this all happened, he like fell out. He just like and just fell out and went off. He started his own thing online, and it finally just didn't work because the traffic that RPG Now was getting is huge. So you get people buying your stuff just by being on the site. So, and that's kind of what happened. And Michael was going on, and it just happened that way. It just happened. Things just fell apart that way. So and I know he went back to work for Steve Jackson. He's been there ever since. And I know he really doesn't publish anymore. But it's just one of those weird things that happened. This at the time period is kind of interesting. So, Drive Through buys out RPG Now. I'm back on the site after like 10, 11 months, and I start selling. And now it's a little more structured. At this point, people have started figuring out how publishing works correctly and try to jump in and do stuff. And I've already had a lot of experience at this point. At this point, I've been involved in it like 8, 9 years, probably 8. Well, 6, like 7, 8 years. So I'd seen a lot of stuff, and I know a lot of stuff, and I met a lot of people because of it. And for me, I've done very well. I consistently make decent money. I got a check today from my favorite place. Just check today. I'll be put in the bank tomorrow from RPG Now on some some stuff. So it's like money comes in consistently, and that's kind of what I've kind of broken to that level. And that's a good thing. RPG Now, if you're starting out, is a great place for you to start out. It's a great place for you to get into, to sell, to learn about the business. And there's other websites that do it, but I mean this, and I have friends. Sorry, John, I'm just gonna say it truthfully. It is probably the biggest draw of PDFs. Now, it's not the only place you can make PDFs or sell them, but it is going to be the biggest draw because it's been around the longest. Drive Through, RPG Now, One Bookshelf, as they call themselves now. They've got a lot of good things going for them. If you've been with them a long time, I've been with them a very long time. My email list, which pisses me off, that they cut up when they got rid of the first time, they got rid of my original email list. So I built it up over the last almost 10 years now. So I've got like more than 20,000 people on my email list. So it's like, that's a good sized email list. I wish I would have the original one, which would probably be even more, but John, it's like I said, John, not criticizing anybody's sales for stuff. I'm just saying that when you're talking about actual traffic to the site, RPG Now has a lot of power. RPG Now also has, WotC there. That's a huge draw. Say what you like. WotC being the first time I watched it on the site, that was a huge draw. I made a lot of money just tangentially because they were drawing the kind of traffic, and 3.5 was doing very well. This new one, I don't think it's been as profitable as the other ones have been. People keep saying 5e sells well. I don't know. I haven't been blown away by the sales I've received on that. But that just may be me. I may be missing something, but I digress in that part. I think you sell products, you make it, you sell what you have to sell. If you don't sell an RPG Now, it's just silly. Why would you not? It's a place that sells. They have a lot of stuff. Sell. You can learn a lot of stuff. You can get a lot of good information, and they do have a lot of good statistical information there. Like I said, there are definitely they're definitely a place to find out, how this actual thing works. It's good for that. Now, that being said, here's some problems with RPG Now, and here's some problems I've had over the years, and I can say years anymore. Now moving into decades, if not 2 decades. One of the biggest issues I've had from them, and I don't understand this at all, and it's really upsets me to my core. And I've said this many times to Steve over there, but oh my God, why are we not figuring out a system to sell PDFs in stores similar to what GameStop does with DLC content? I mean, look, it isn't rocket science. If stores could sell PDFs, they would. If stores could sell PDFs, and make a good percentage, they do very well. Oh, Rob said, I make about 10 times as much compared to other stores. Okay, so Robert just wrote this. I'm going to talk about that. Robert's talking about this sales on One Bookshelf. Yeah, I mean, One Bookshelf does have a lot of sales. I mean, look, it's the oldest one. You're going to make a lot of sales. That's not saying you can't sell other places, which I believe in totally. Sell everywhere you can. But you never know when you might get kicked off. Something could happen. It happens all the time to people. It happened to me. So I'm still a little paranoid to put all my eggs in one basket. Definitely spread it out a little bit. But I digress. Selling PDFs in retail stores will be the game changer. I think RPG Now was the game changer when it first came out. Hey, Delta, what's going on? I think selling in retail locations could be the next game changer. Finding a way to integrate what you're doing on that kind of stuff and selling to people in mass quantities can only help you out. And people are like, well, what if they steal it and copy it and they give it away for free? Look, people are going to steal your book anyway. Every book that's available on RPG Now and any RPG store has been stole PDF that's available online. I don't worry about those people. Those people are never going to buy from me anyway. People who steal a product are not going to buy from you. Sorry. I know you want to believe it. I know you want to be like, well, they would have. No, they wouldn't have. Those people who like you and support you give you money. That's just, hey man, that's just the way it's going to be. They want to pay you money, but they like you and they support you and do good products. These don't care about you. They don't care if you have to eat or not. You ignore them. Don't waste your time going after them. And people get all like upset about that when I say that, dude. If something comes in your face, like I get a thread every morning from Google that says, oh, these websites are using like LPJ Design or some kind of name, and to check it out. And some are definitely torrent sites. So when I see it's a torrent site, I go on, put a Millennium a digital Millennium Act Copyright Act notice up for them, and then they take it down. That's all I can do. I'm not going to be chasing these guys down. Hey, Jason, I'm not going to be hunting these guys down. I'm just not going to do that. I don't have the time or the patience to do it anymore. I think it's stupid. Because once again, people who steal. Pirates steal. They don't care. They're not thinking about, you shouldn't steal because, I got family to pay for. They don't care. Thank you. Digital Millennium Copyright Act. See, you got it wrong. I'm yelling right now, Jason. It's DMCA. See? So, don't waste time with that. Don't get on that muck. You want to sell stuff. You sell. And RPG Now has always been like the worst. No, not Run DMC, David. No, but awesome choice. They have never really approached that whole aspect of going out and finding out what people would like to get from stores. And they never have. And I've said it many times, and I've stopped saying it because I know they don't care about it. But I would say that was money lost. I think, I think people need to understand. Charles making me laugh. People need to understand, whoever gets this system in place, that you can sell digital products to retail stores and put it on a service they can use in the products already, and it's on the computer at their store, they're going to win the game. Because those guys who figure that part out, you're going to be able to package it and sell to other smaller vendor and retailers. And that's the big one. Robert said, Guardian's Game shares a lot of third-party product here. Work is really cool by recommending stuff. Yes. If you've got people who are excited about third party, you can sell third party. If they're not excited by third party, they don't sell third party. Also, you have to find ways to also get in, around the back end. The thing we're doing, the Hero Labs thing. I know a lot of people use Hero Labs to make their characters. Well, Neo Exodus, I want to make more popular. Hey, you want to play Neo Exodus? Well, here's a free Hero Labs guy, so you can make your own races for Hero Lab. Boom, there you go. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't? Oh, it's free, great. My character, boom. Oh, good. I've never seen this character before. I wonder what their campaign world's like. Potential sale, and that's all that is. I think Hero Lab is great for that. I think if you're smart, you'll also be doing that too. Don't forget. I think that people need to really push RPG Now into getting into retail stores, and they don't want to, and they've never really said they want to. But I'll tell you, whoever gets in the stores and gets the process even slightly right, you're going to win. You're going to end up being a multi-millionaire. And I wish I knew more people. I wish I knew more engineers who could put it together. I wish I knew how to do it easily. If so, I would be doing it right now, but I don't. But I'm going to find somebody. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to find somebody. We're going to figure it out, and I'm going to take that $1 million, and I'm going to be good. Second thing, the statistics on RPG Now, while okay, really needs to be updated. I mean, I need more information. I need to find out more stuff. The piece that I do like the most, and I mean this literally, RPG Now lets me email people on my email list directly. It's not like when the customer comes, they get the email and I can't do anything. It's like, no, we're sharing this customer list. Here's your customers. You can email them directly. We'll do it to our stuff. We can make coupons. That's a cool piece. That's a very strong piece. I think anybody who's providing digital content to people, you need to have that thing just automatically put in. And people are like, well, I don't want to give people the ability to email the customers because, no, shut up. Those customers they brought there to your site, you should be doing everything you can to help them promote, because the more they promote, the more money you're going to make. It's a symbiotic relationship. Symbiotic. It ain't rocket science, but it definitely is, to the point. So that's another piece. The bundles, I think, is a good idea. I've always thought the bundles were a good idea through RPG Now. I think if you're smart, team up with another publisher you like, find something you guys do together, and do bundles. Team up and do bundles. That's an obvious one. I know that Owen, a lot of people have been doing like the $600 worth of PDFs for $30 bundles. That's a good selling point. That's a good way to get people. That's a good way to make money. It's a good way to do that kind of stuff. Boom. You know, there's money to be made. Let me actually get on here real quick. I'm gonna get on RPG Now real quick because I know, like I always said, the biggest one I always remember, of course, is the retail sale thing. But I might be forgetting something, and I don't want to miss anything because we're talking about RPG Now, the positive and the negatives. Here's a negative. Here's a negative that still makes no sense to me, and I swear this irks me to my utter core. Drive-thru bought out RPG Now. They're all one company, one bookshelf, but still to this date, there's an RPG Now and there's a drive-thru. I don't understand why there's two sites that are the exact same thing that look differently. Close down one of them, probably RPG Now. That's the first one, and then push the other one. Push the other one. Push the other one. But it's like it doesn't matter. The same products and the same thing. It's not like one person. It's not like it was in the olden days. A lot of people don't know this. At one point, they were going to split up the two sites. One site being for the professional game designers, the other ones being the amateur ones. I can't remember who was which, but you were going to get removed if you didn't sell a certain amount. You're going to get removed from, let's say, RPG Now and put through on a drive-thru. And the drive-thru was like the minor leagues, while RPG Now was the major leagues. I was one of those guys in the major leagues. It didn't matter to me. I was never ever worried that this could happen. I'd be dropped to the minors, but I knew my sales were good and I was a good marketer. But a lot of people flipped over that. And that was like a huge, big thing. And that was a huge, big thing for a while. And holy cow, man, and people were like, rah, rah, rah. Look, my answer is that sales, get sales. You don't have to worry about anything if you get great sales. Boom, get sales. Get sales. Oh, Jason, you brought up a great good thing. All right, so here's a little trick that I learned a long time ago, and you all should know this one. If you don't understand this, I should punch you in the face. If you're sending people to RPG Now, make sure you have an affiliate store set up under your name. I have an affiliate store that anything I sell on the affiliate, I get my regular money plus an additional 10%. Back in the olden days, or even still today, I would send people, and I ever send out a link. Any link I send out that says RPG Now, it's going to my affiliate store. And I'm telling you people, this is why. When I send out the affiliate link, people come. If they buy from there, I get 10%. But if they're there buying other stuff through other people, I get 10% of all of it. Not just the stuff they bought from me, but all the stuff under that. So you can have a guy come to your site, maybe see one product from you, find 10 other products. They buy the 10 products. The products, the thing costs $100. Well, you're getting $10 of that, and you didn't do anything. You just basically pointed them to your site. What I used to do and still do, I take the money that I make on the affiliate, and this is back in the old days. We used to get the money immediately. Now they've changed it to like 60, 90 days, which pisses me off to no end. The money that I would make on the affiliate, I keep it in there. I just keep it in there. I wouldn't even touch it. Whenever I needed to pay artists, I'd use the affiliate money first. I'd cash out the affiliate money through PayPal, put in the account, pay them that way, boom. And I wouldn't have to pay guys out of my own pocket. I was paying with the affiliate money. That's why I'm always pushing other people's products. Because when I push their product, I'm still getting a cut of it. You guys can do the same thing. It's a nice way to make an extra 10%. 10% margin. We always talk about margins. We always talk percentage. This is important, people. This is hello. Percentage. You need that 10%. That's important. Because you can use that money for other things. It doesn't seem like much. People are like, well, what does it matter? Look, if somebody comes to your site, your affiliate site, and every month you sell $1,000 affiliate program and you didn't get that money, that's $100 a month that you could be using for stuff. You know what I can do with $100? What can Lewis Porter Jr. do with $100? Well, with $100, I can get probably 2 character design pieces. Okay. You can get really good character design pieces, one for $100. So I get 12 a year or 24, depending on David, how do you sign up? You go on to Drive-Thru or RPG Now, and there's an actual way to contact them and tell them, look, I'd like to be on an affiliate program. I saw when Lewis Porter talked about this whole affiliate thing, and I want to sign up and I want to do that. Because here's the part that RPG Now, I wish they promote it better. This would work better for them. The affiliate sites really help everybody together. Yes, it's 10% more that RPG Now takes out of their cut. It's not out of your cut, but you're already paying $35. But really, it's your cut. And you're getting back that extra 10%. But you might sell an extra, 40, 50 books. Now imagine 1,000 publishers selling an extra 40, 50 books. How much more money are they making? It's a team effort. We can all do very well. We can all make money on this if we act like a team. It's some people don't get that part, but dude, that's what you do. You and look, Enzageist, who does reviews for Pathfinder, he does affiliate links on all this stuff. Any stuff you see that he reviews, he's an affiliate link. I told him about that years ago. Dude, when you're doing reviews, get an affiliate link. Sell the if you're recommending a product and it sells, you should get 10%. That's a great way for you to make money for yourself. That you don't have to actually, beg people, please help support my stuff. If the product's good and legitimately sells, you should get a percentage of it. You did a great review, which he always does, good or bad. He does great reviews. Why not give him a percentage of it? And it doesn't. And like I said, it doesn't affect me. He has sold so many of my products by his reviews. Of course, I think he deserves that 10%. That's a good 10% for him. I sold the product. I sold it for full price, and he got 10%. Hey, thanks, buddy. Why would I not toss him some money? I mean, come on. That's the easiest sell for him and for me. Once again, affiliate programs help people sell more to make more money. It ain't rocket science. See, a lot of things aren't rocket science. Have you noticed that? It's easy as pancakes. I mean, holy cow, man. This is not. If you're not doing affiliate, you are dumb. You are dumb. Dummity dumb. Look, I've said it once again, and I'll say it over and over. This is a business where percentage matters. The margins matter. The margins matter so much here, it's ridiculous. 5%, 10% are important. Don't lose out on stuff that you can easily get money, that you can easily do more things with. I sell at RPG now because they sell a lot of product, and I do very well. Think about it. I need to sell every place. If everybody gave me an affiliate, I would be selling theirs too. But they don't. They don't. You give me a percentage affiliate, I'm going to sell. Why? Because I want that I want that margin. I want that extra margin. That extra margin for me is artwork that I can send, or pieces I can buy, or something else that doesn't come out of my actual budget. I am dumbity dumb. Look, Charles, you can be dumbity dumb, but you don't be dumbity dumb forever. You're going to be smart enough. You're going to watch the show. You're going to get smart. You're going to be like, damn, that Porter, he knows what he's talking about. He's all about getting some money. Yes. And would you believe there are people who think that because I want to make money and be profitable, it's a horrible thing? It's like everybody wants to be a broke game designer. I don't. Oh, see, I did not know this. John, who actually owns the Open Gaming Store, has an affiliate program, which I did not know. See, these are things I said I wasn't sure if he did. I didn't think he did, but now I know he does. So if you are looking for an affiliate program to sign up for, I would suggest you go over there, ask him, hey, I would like to sign up for your affiliate program. You say, hey, or you tell the guy says, hey, I think that's a good idea. He'll probably say to you, yes, I would love to sign you up. And then you make more money. It's really not that difficult. It's not that difficult, but it is what it is. All right. I'm 10 minutes over. Been talking about this RPG Now thing. I'll tell you. See, Jason didn't know. I didn't know. Right here. Okay, here's the moment. John's a friend, so I'm going to tell him. John, you horribly marketed that you run an affiliate program. You've done it horrible. Want to know why? Because I did not know. I didn't know. A lot of people didn't know. You horribly marketed this. But I'm going to do my best to tell people, hey, John at on Open Gaming Store has an affiliate program that you might want to sign up for and make some money. Because, hey, man, what's an extra? And John, what's the percentage? What's the percentage affiliate gets? That's important to know because these are important. What's the extra percentage I get as an affiliate? So you got to wait because there's a little time delay because I'm talking about stuff. Michael, what if you like being broke? Michael, you don't like being broke. No one likes being broke. No one likes being broke. I don't like being. Look, you want to be wealthy. You want to be wealthy. You want to know why? Because I like the concept of I don't have to get up to go to work. I don't have to get up. I don't have to get up for work. I can just sit on my butt and money comes in. That's how I want it to be. Yes. Does it make me a horrible person? I don't care. I want money to come to me. To me. Oh, look at that. Eric right there, talking business right here. Business is going on. You're watching the thread. You're on Facebook, so you can't see this on YouTube. This is the problem I hate it with YouTube. If you go to our Facebook, you can see the thread going on. We got cool kind of stuff. 5 and up to 10% of how much you promote to my store. Those are reasonable. Look, John gives you at least 5, up to 10. Because if you promote just my store, it can go up to 10%. There you go. So look, it's extra money. Why not take it? You all don't want no extra money? You all living large, you don't need the extra money? Well, if you don't need the extra money, just send it to me. I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good. I'll take an extra percentage. You don't see me complaining. My son's little puppet. Isn't it awesome? Now, good guy, bad guy. It's crazy. All right. So now I'm done. I've given you guys a whole bunch of stuff, See? I've been talking to you guys all tonight. 8 years of top sellers, never knew. Oh my God, David, really? You didn't know about the affiliate? Come on, David. You got to know about the affiliate program. Oh, God. All right, I'm done. I got things to go do. I got to figure out what I'm going to eat tomorrow for lunch. I got other stuff to handle. I got to finish doing. Oh God, I got an email too. I got to deal with. So yeah. So let me. I'm not reading that email. Talk about how pissed. Drives me crazy. All right. So, posted the link. Yeah, of course, this is an awesome page. You should be paying attention to this, people. I've averaged 1K. Yep, 1K over the year. Yep, there you go, man. Yes, I will not be eating a sandwich. I'm having tuna. Everybody knows I'm trying to stay slim and trim, trying to get my weight down, keep my diabetes good. Everybody doesn't know, I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I eat semi-healthy. So there you go. If you didn't know. Okay, so let's talk about some personal business stuff, and I'll get out of here. LPJ Design, we're doing very well. We're getting everything ready with our Patreon project that is going awesomely well, which I'm really happy how well it's going. We're planning to give away a free product at the beginning of October. This is going to be about Cusp, or the world, actually the city we're talking about that the entire Infinite Dungeon falls under, which will be awesome. I think people will be very, very impressed. Jeff, Rich, and Michael have done a great job on this and done just open awesome stuff. I'm still debating about me making this total thing, open content. I'm still debating that. It might be going to be 100% open, so you can use it, add it on. I don't know. Maybe. I'm still debating. But we are moving on with that. It's going very well. The first level I know is done. Michael said it's done. Rich is working on level 2. I don't know who's working on level 3. And I haven't sent this message. And so, okay, let me put this out there real quick. So I don't want to put it out like that. Okay, look, we're going to be 3 levels in. If this thing that starts doing well, which you think it will, we'll start adding more levels of core. I'm hoping to keep marketing this very well over the, it's going to be November, December, and January. But by mid-December, we'll know this is going to be a positive thing or it's going to be a negative thing. So we're trying to get those numbers up. For me, my perspective is very simple. We want to raise $500 on this. See, Jeff is doing level 3. So I wasn't sure if you were doing level 3. And then someone, I think, is Michael doing level 4? But I said I want to do clockwork for level 4. I'll say he pitched an idea with clockwork, and I'm like, I like that. We're doing clockwork. I want to do clockwork because that's just kind of cool. So each level will be different kind of things. Like I said, if you're an old fan of Dungeon a Day, you'll be very inspired by this. It's the same kind of feel. So there you go. That's what goes on. It's just crazy stuff. Yes. See? Good. Thanks, Jeff. Jeff is one of the hardest working guys I work with. Jeff works with a lot of great guys. If you don't know Jeff Lee is a great writer. I would suggest you should use him. He's awesome. He's, Jeff wrote one of my favorite, one of my favorite ever. Okay, here's a story. It's a quick story, but I'll make it quick because we're way over time. I met Jeff in 2011, 12 at PaizoCon. He said, hey, I want to work for you. I'm like, hey, okay, I'll give you some work. So the first piece of work I gave him was Usual Suspects, which was roughly about, if I still recall, I'm sure I'll remember, 58 NPCs, unique NPCs he had to write up stat blocks for. And 2012. Thanks, man. And he wrote them up, didn't complain. It was a horrible job. It's a horrible job. I gave him the worst job right off the bat to see how he'd freak out. And he didn't freak out. He did a great job, and he's been with me ever since. And, Cyrix, I think, is probably one of the best things. When I told him what I wanted to do, it kind of worked out very well. As one of the 59, I told you 58, 59 stat blocks. Think about that. 59 stat blocks. It's a lot of work. The book is actually on my shelf. That's how much I care about. One of the few books I bought and said, I'm putting it on my shelf because I respect the man who did that work. So there you go. So Jeff is doing some really great stuff with this. As I said, it's just everybody working. I can say right now, LPJ Design is much better as a company. Now I'm very happy where everything is. I wish some people would come back. I'm not gonna lie. You know, JP, who's a very good friend, I wish JP would come back. But he's got his own company he's building right now, and he's doing great stuff. So, you know, I want him to do his great stuff. Because JP's a great guy. You know, I miss you, JP. I miss you. Yes, yes. Okay, Jeff also keeps all that stuff straight for Infinite Dungeon because I can't remember a damn thing. And that's, you know, I make pretty pictures. That's all important. That's David. Oh, now you got to figure out print on demand. David, you do know, okay, David just said this, and I'm trying to get out of here really. David, you know that, you know, RPG Now does printing for you. Or you can be really hardcore and use CreateSpace.com. CreateSpace is Amazon's printing arm for if you want to do print on demand. I've used them for a couple of products. Very, you know, before RPG Now finally got their, because they use Lightning Source, and I was not a big fan of Lightning Source. I had some problems with them, but I think they finally got it all worked out. So, and I haven't made a book with RPG Now through Lightning Source yet, but I will be with the new NeoX's book. So there you go. Whew. Long night. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, now I need some water. Thank you for coming by. As always, tell your friends to stop by. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe. Facebook up here. YouTube. Push the subscribe button. It's very important. The more subscribers we get, the more people understand. It's very, very cool. Come check it out. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so it'll be comic book day. I don't know if I'm going to buy anything because I've been very disappointed with the collection of comic books lately. So I don't know if I'm going to buy anything tomorrow. I'll find something because God knows I love comics, but some of the comics. Let me rephrase that. Some of the comics from Marvel and DC have been atrocious. The independent stuff has been great, but my God. Ugh. All right, everybody. I'm getting out of here. Got to go eat something or drink something. I'll talk to you all later. Ugh.